Speaking of
And
mental health problems, I'm about to have.
oh, it's already starting, man. Let's bring in our special guest, Jordan Garnett. Jordan, welcome to the Big C Show, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, guys?
How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. It's not going to go so good for you in a couple of seconds when me
Yes,
and Big
let's
Do
C.
you
go.
think that though?
Let's go. The gloves are off.
Let's
Let's do
go.
it. Let's do it. By the way, I know you're a Marlins fan. They're playing the Philadelphia Phillies right now. Please tell me some good
Yeah.
news, because at least you and I agree on something. We hate Philly.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's I need some mental health right now. It's Phillies are up 5-0. It's not good.
Oh man, you're killing me, Jordan. Where's the hype?
It's not good. It's not good. I hate
Although,
everything Philadelphia. I think we can all agree that. You being a Giants fan, JP, C's, do we like anything Philadelphia? Maybe cheesesteaks.
that's the
Yeah,
only thing.
we
But I
talked
haven't.
about the pork loin sandwich at Reading Terminal. Pork
I
loin
got
provolone with broccoli rabe.
Ooh, Bill. We
Ooh.
got a Yankees fan in JP too. So I
Thank you
don't
for
know.
catching that, Shalane. I did have to resize that because I put it on Adam earlier. I'm trying to
Wait.
get my kid into the Yankees.
Oh man. Adam raised the hat.
Resize the hat.
Which one?
The one I was wearing, I had to adjust it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's a show within a show.
Yeah, that went over my head. But anyways,
Keep it moving.
Jordan, this is about you, man. Sorry, we're getting off task here, man. Jordan, get us to know about you. Take us back to when you were a kid, man. How did you become a big sports fan?
Pretty much, man, like brainwashed. You could call it child abuse. Pretty much just
You and
completely
I both.
Yeah, I didn't have an option. It was either like you're a Cowboy fan by my dad or you're not my son. So I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this. So my great grandparents, they bought me Miami Dolphins pajamas, and like the
Oh
Dolphins colors.
no.
Yeah, the Dolphins colors I always thought were like cool, and I still do. Like, the teal, the orange, and they're similar to the Marlins. And my favorite color happens to be orange. I know I'm a 34-year-old man talking about my favorite color. I'm not on the spectrum.
Mine's aqua.
But I just remember putting on these pajamas, and I ran out, and the Cowboys happened to be playing Sunday night football, and my dad had some buddies off, and he literally ripped the pajamas off of me and like ripped them to shreds and like threw them out. And then there was a Monday night game where I had, as a kid, you have like bath toys and stuff like that. And I had a dolphin that would float up, just like this little dollar store dolphin. So
So
what
they
my
really
dad did,
wanted you to be a Dolphin fan.
yeah, my great, I think it was just on sale at like Marshalls or something. They didn't care. But my dad was so diehard Cowboys, and he still is. Um, but I'll never forget, it was another night game where he had buddies over, and they stole my bathroom dolphin toy, and my dad put a steak knife through it and put it on the TV because we used to.
No.
Absolutely true. Yes, that's why I'm on medication today. Um, Absolutely true. But then, like, it's just like I missed the heyday. I missed the Super Bowls. My first quarterback was Quincy Carter. Um,
Oh, so you didn't even get to
s-
watch Troy Aikman, Michael Irving, Deion
no.
Sanders, Emmett Smith.
Aw, that's a
Man.
shame.
I remember, so I started watching in '99. So I don't remember Mike Urban playing. I got to see Troy's last season.
That was the
I got to
last year
witness.
they made the playoffs, I think, before that era, right? Or after that.
Troy was a
Uh,
Troy was a walking concussion that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. I'm not a big Troy guy because I didn't get to see him play. My guy, we'll get into that. But I got to see Emmett, break the record. So I got to see Emmett towards the end. But yeah, for guys like that, my quarterback was 17, Quincy Carter, and then he took us to that one playoff appearance with the
Hey,
big tuna.
Just
who
one.
would have ever thought, right?
Yeah, that's all Bill Parcells right there.
Oh my
And
gosh. When
that's
they
Bill
hired
Parcells.
him, because I'm, as you know, a big Cowboy fan like you, but I actually get to see the '90s Cowboys. That's how I became a fan. My
So
dad was
lucky.
just like stuck on the TV every Sunday, screaming at the TV, and because of my brittle bone disease, I would have broken bones throughout the year. And my dad would always put me on the couch to watch games with him. And I got stuck. I loved the team and I loved the swagger they had. I loved Jimmy Johnson. Deion Sanders was one of my favorite players because every time he intercepted the ball, he would dance around, just like punt returning, playing receiver, and
Yeah.
just doing those dances. And Emmett Smith, Michael Irving, Troy Aikman. And then when I was 7 years old, I wrote a letter to three players, and Troy Aikman was one of them who wrote back. And ever since he wrote back and sent me on a whole bunch of autograph stuff, I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm sticking with
Yeah,
them.
I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of like me with the Marlins. Like I'm still way more Cowboys than Marlins, but I love my fish. But it's like the Marlins are like so accessible because I will admit we have no fans, but I literally can text back and forth with Otto Lopez, who has the highest batting average in MLB right now. So it's just wild.
Crazy.
It's wild. Like, you know what I mean? It's so cool. It's
Have
cool.
you had the machete yet?
No, I have not. But my buddy that sits next to me, who's he's got to be hitting like at least 310. He finished the whole thing to himself. Whole
Oh,
thing to himself. Yeah, it's two
We
feet.
no.
talk about inspiration. We talk about resilience on this podcast.
Yeah. And I think it only took him like 30 minutes.
Three
He
foot
downed
quesadilla
it.
is what I'm talking about.
30 minutes?
Downed it.
No
30
way.
minutes, it was gone. He's a big dude. He was gone. It was gone. I heard it's delicious. I just don't have I'm a comedian. Not a famous comedian yet. So I don't have $34 to spend on a quesadilla.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. But what is your like? Because I know we're talking about ballpark foods and stuff. Now that we're in the like talking about it, what is your favorite arena or
Oh,
ballpark food?
I'm gonna sound like such a girl. Oh my God. Dippin' Dots.
Nothing is feminine here. It's just food.
I I'm a Dippin' Dots guy. I'm like a
Okay.
banana split
I'm
Dippin'
with you.
Dots
I'm with you.
guy.
That artificial
And
banana tastes so good.
it's so good. So I'm a Dippin' Dots guy. And then other than that, I'm not a big stadium food. I used to be a big drinker. I don't drink anymore.
Same here.
So
Okay.
be, before that, it was just whatever beer they were serving. So like the Cowboys, were sponsored by
I think
Miller.
Miller Lite. They
Yeah,
still are,
yeah,
I think.
Miller Lite. So it was like when I was at Cowboy Stadium or AT&T, it was probably about 27 Miller Lights. That was my stadium food. And then by the time I started getting into the Marlins, just Dippin' Dots,
Okay.
keeping it
Okay.
keeping it classy.
There we go. There we go. Dippin' Dots kind of guy. All right. Cool. Um, how did you become such a passionate Miami Marlins fan?
So it was weird, guys. So as a comic, I faced a lot of like adversity. Thank God my career it's doing great. Like I'm on tour almost. I just got off back from being on tour. I just got home yesterday. Um, but I struggled with alcohol really, really badly.
Wow.
And my buddy, who was stupid and sees you would have been happy, and he's probably listening to this right now. He's a huge Atlanta Braves fan. So he's like, "Hey,
Let's
I got it."
go.
Woof.
So he's like, "I got a ticket to go see the Braves and Marlins play. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got nothing else going on." And like he could have brainwashed me right there and been like, "Hey, look, like Acuna was on the team, like Olson's on the team, and all these all stars," and he didn't. And I just started I already had a Marlin hat. I had gone to games as a kid, just never really got into it. And
Okay.
then all of a sudden, I saw Jesus Sanchez. Unfortunately, he was traded. Like the Marlins just trade everyone. Um, thank God they can't. They like trade their fans away too. The fans just leave. They don't show up. But I just remember Jose Sanchez was not Jose. Jesus Sanchez was like shaking his ass and just being nuts like with the fans. And no, I wasn't looking at his ass, but I just thought it was
I was gonna
funny. And I
question
was
you there,
no, I
Jordan.
was not looking at his ass. definitely not.
We don't
My
judge here on
fiance.
the Big C show, by the way.
No, I'd be honest. Augustine Ramirez, my fiance, she loves him. He's got a fabulous ass. I will say that. Fabulous ass, but he's down in AAA with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. But he started just like shaking his ass, interacting with fans. And it just seemed like, even though there was like 40 people in the audience, or audience, me talking as a comic, 40 people in attendance in the crowd, it was fun. It was really fun. And then baseball really isn't that hard to understand. So I was like, all right. And then I brought my fiance out to a game, and she pretty much wanted to bang every single player on the roster.
Here we go.
And she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it.
Hey, is this
So
why you're becoming like friends with them?
Hey,
yeah, dude, totally. They can sleep with
how
my
comfortable
fiance.
was the
I
chair?
just what, at the stadium?
The cock chair.
Oh, that hasn't happened yet. But I would, in exchange for a few bats and stuff like that, they can, yeah, everything's got its price, guys.
Yeah, buns of steel, sex appeal. I love it. Man, that's crazy. So you became a big, huge Marlins fan going to a Braves game. How ironic. You're on the Big C show. I'm a big Atlanta Braves fan. It's same thing. My dad was a Braves fan. They used to be on TBS. So the only team that we really watched on TV was the Braves back in the 90s. And that's how I became a fan. And then just when they won the World Series in 2021, 2 years after my dad passed away, it was such a special moment for me. But yeah, talk about your fandom and like you being the biggest Miami Marlins super fan, what you're doing with the team, and kind of talk about you're creating a video every day, having the Marlins try to follow you.
Yeah,
Talk
they're
about that.
watching. They're watching. I think they think if they follow me, I'm gonna just stop with the videos. I'm not. And I'm on a nationwide tour. So like I'm all over the place. So I have made it, and I'm not the star. I'm just the opener by a comedian. His name is Mitch Fatel. He's very, very big in the early 2000s. Kind of like the Marlins were, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they weren't big, but we won a World Series then. But that's when he was super popular. But I will like rearrange dates or fly out like the day of a show so I don't miss a home game. I've only missed, I want to say, 3 home games this year. Like I don't miss a
Oh,
game. And the Marlins are watching. They are watching. I think the biggest thing, they think I'm going to just stop making my nut videos, and I'm not. Like even if they followed me, I'm still going to be a psycho. So like if
And it's
Otto
only cost you
Lopez's cell phone
$10.
number. Yeah, it's cost me like nothing. So like it's the truth. It's awesome. Like it's like I don't I want them to win, but it would suck. That's where I like BigCeaz was like, by the way, we just lost. Philly shit us out. So screw Philly. But BigCeaz was like, man, we're gonna get you to be a Panther fan. And I just can't. I can't do it because nobody here they weren't Panther fans. None of my buddies were until they started winning. And then all of a sudden I just saw everybody was putting on
So
Panther gear and stuff like
you don't
that.
want
So
to
it's
be like
kind of
that bandwagon guy that's
Johnny
like,
Collins.
yeah. And that's why I hate Dolphin fans. Like I literally hate Dolphin fans so much because I will go to their games. So like, no, I hate Dolphin fans. Like, well, Philly comes first, then the Giants. But the Giants aren't really a threat. They're just then it becomes whatever their name is, the Washington football team, the Redskins, whatever, Generals, whatever new name they'll have in the next couple of years. And then just like I can't stand Miami though, because Miami, they'll be down like 9-0 or like 6-0, like 2 field goals at halftime, and all the fans start leaving. Like they're just like, I will sit through misery. I honestly will. Like the Marlins, we just got shut out. Like the TV's right here. Like I'm not turning the TV off. That's one of the things I don't do. I don't turn the TV off. I'm gonna suffer with you guys. Like that's it. Like you're my team. So
see, that's how we were as Florida Panther fans. Like we were, we used to be the laughing stock of the NHL. They wanted us to they wanted us to be traded to go back to the Whalers. Let's bring back the Hartford Whalers. Let's move.
It was
this
Winnipeg,
franchise.
I think. Winnipeg.
Was it Winnipeg?
Send the team to Winnipeg.
That was one of them. There a whole bunch of places, but Hartford
is not realistic.
No, But I think like it's crazy because like I think it's all about ownership, right? And like the
Mhm.
Florida Panthers got new owners. They changed the culture. They changed the way they do things of operation with the organization. Um, so I feel like, do you see any of that like happening with the Miami Marlins? They're a young team. They went to the playoffs a few years ago. I don't know. Did they go last year or the year before? It
No,
was the year
we
before,
just
right?
yeah, it was like 2000. I think the last time we made the playoffs was 2023. Um, we're a young team though. Clayton's very new, our manager, but there's some stupid decisions, man. We had a game this year where they pulled Sandy, and then they put in, I want to say it was Anthony Nardi. And I was like, what are you doing? And we lost the game. Like, you're gonna pull your ace? Like, and there was a lot, like fans were booing, all 13 of us. But you just don't pull your ace just because he walked two people. And then now it's like become a thing. Like Sandy like has said, like, I'll let you know when I'm tired. Like I've earned the right to let you know when
Yeah.
I'm
If
ready to
anybody on
go.
the roster, it's him. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and then there's always rumors that the Marlins are leaving too. They're like, oh, the Marlins are going to the Carolinas, the Marlins are going here.
So
They
San
could easily
Antonio.
you're basically like us, when the Panthers were at their worst
yeah.
misery. Um, but yeah, shouts out to Kirby here, the Cats and Rats podcast. It was Quebec. That's where it was.
Yep.
That's where they wanted Florida to go
The
to.
Nordiques.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
but a lot of
go
a
ahead.
lot of people don't know. Sorry, Big C's to cut you off. A lot of
Oh,
people don't know
you're
because
good.
you hear all that on X and all those idiots are, oh, they're going here. Legally, they cannot go anywhere until 2056. They're stuck till 2056. So
With
And
that,
you can probably thank David Sampson for that. As horrible as a president he was, you can probably thank him for that.
yeah, we're stuck there, and we can't change
And
the name either.
it's because of the stadium being
Yep,
built with
exactly.
public money.
yeah,
And
Mhm.
by the way,
it's a
David
beautiful
Sampson,
stadium.
David Sampson was like going to San Antonio, like wearing a cowboy hat, going to ministries and stuff like that, like trying to get like drum up support
He was pulling
for the
like some
Marlins to leave.
Joel Osteen stuff. Oh, to leave?
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know.
He talked in front of a black parish
Oh my god.
and
That's so
everything.
bad.
And he had a suit tailored by the pastor's tailor because he
That's
wanted
so
to ingratiate
bad.
himself in San Antonio, and he was wearing a cowboy hat and he had the suit on. And then it was all a show. It was all a show just to get the taxpayer money from Miami.
So
Wow.
crazy. That's a
Wow.
businessman though. They're all liars.
And
Look at
yeah,
Jerry
he'll
Jones.
tell that story and he'll laugh.
That's
It's so
crazy.
it's so sick, but he got what he wanted.
He did. He did, and now they're
And
here
then
to
they
stay.
sold the team,
I know.
and now he's a podcaster.
It is a beautiful stadium though. Like I hate when
It
people
is.
say people will come
Yeah,
up and they're like, oh, it's not nice. It's not a nice stadium. Like, no, like I just went and watched, I followed them to the Rays when they played the Rays. That's a circus tent. Like it really is. Like
Dude,
Tropicana
that's
Field,
one of the
it's
worst
just
stadiums ever.
it's gross. Like the seats, like I'm a heavier dude. I'm only 5'8" and I'm like 220. So like for my like little short fat ass to fit in those seats,
You're only
and then
2 feet taller than me, so I mean, not bad.
there we go,
he
sees.
doesn't have wheels.
Uh trust me, man. Like sometimes I want wheels. I'm out of breath. I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes though. Nothing
Ooh, we gotta get
Oh,
illegal.
the
you.
good kind. Yeah.
Yeah, the cheap kind, the 305s.
Oh,
They
Jesus
they
Oh
Christ.
keep
god,
they keep you
kids,
alive.
no smoking.
But
All
the
right.
Marlins after that loss, they make me want to smoke. But yeah, man, I wish fans would show up, and I think that's why Marlin players are so grateful. Like they
Yeah,
really are. There's very few. I'm not going to name names because I want them to follow me, but
yeah,
there's only been two that have been rude to me. Everybody else on that roster, if you call them over, they'll come and talk to you. Like I'll show up because sometimes, like as a comic, I don't have anything to do, so I'll show up at that stadium at 11 a.m. for a 7 o'clock start or a 6:40 start, and I'll sit there with some balls, cards, get some autographs. But they'll sit there and have a conversation with you. And that's how I got close with Otto. Like Otto gave me his gloves. I'm staring at him right there. I got a cell phone number, which is a little odd. But I respect it. It's not like I'm gonna text and be like, "Hey, what are you doing after the game?"
What
Yeah.
did your fiance do for that phone number?
She's not into Otto. She doesn't like Otto. Otto's
Oh,
not her
okay.
guy.
Well,
Otto's
don't
not
tell
her
him
guy.
that.
If I had Augustine Ramirez's number or Tyler Phillips' number, I think we'd be cooking with gas there. We got something.
Trouble of brewing.
So
I
we
would,
want
al- I would, al- I would allow it, but there would have to be like, it would be like a first run ball, or first home run ball. There would have to be some kind of exchange.
yes.
I would have to get some things.
You only want a home run ball. That's it.
No, I would need more than that. They need to follow me. They
You
would
got to
need
have
to
me as your
announce.
agent.
Well, here, my demands they would have to follow me back on Instagram. They would have to announce me as the official comedian of the Miami Marlins. I need a couple of home run balls of significance and a couple of bats, and that's it. And then you can just have my fiance for the night. I don't need to watch. That's it. And then just shake my hand, and that's it. And I'll still root for you.
Did you have this discussion like over a nice dinner?
She's sitting right across here, so she
Okay.
totally
All
would
right,
be
good.
like, "Oh, I would
All
leave. I would leave you in a second for Augustine Ramirez, um, or Tyler Phillips."
Oh my God, that's great. So I want to show the chat. If those of you that are listening on the podcast on iTunes or Spotify, check out the YouTube channel. But I want to show the people your videos, and I think they're freaking awesome. This is day 19 of politely asking the Miami Marlins to follow the biggest South Florida super fan comedian. Let's take it.
What? 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 The hottest team in baseball. And you get over here, yes! Get over here, yes! Come hop up, yes!
You and Jeremy Taché have the same agent.
Hottest team in baseball in June. Politely asking my Miami Marlins to follow me on Instagram, day 19. Hell of a win. I just came back from off the road. I didn't even sleep. I've had like 87 Dunkin' Donuts. I probably have diabetes. Marlins, you know what to do. Keep winning. And Max Meyer, he just proved it. Who is Skeens?
I love it.
You got to
What
stay
started
hyped.
that? What what started that?
What really gave me the idea? So I like to my morning routine, and if I've had this is weird. I've had two male stalkers by doing stand-up. Two male stalkers.
What?
So I swear I'm not even a joke. Police reports, everything's so weird. So like I'm giving up my morning routine. So if I'm killed tomorrow, um, we know who did it. But my morning routine is I will wake up, and I will go to my Dunkin' Donuts right by my house, and then there's a bank, and they have this huge like parking lot in the back, and I'll just park in the back, and I just like defuse. And I wake up early. I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning every morning. I'm just a nut like that. So and I was thinking one day, and I was like, I used to watch TikTok a lot. I don't post on there as much, but there was some guy that was just buying Shrek VHS tapes, and the winner, like, but it had like a little like coupon thing in it, like you could win a brand new minivan, like a Toyota minivan. And he
Okay.
just kept buying Shrek tapes. He's like, and he had this annoying voice, but it went viral, and he's like, day one of buying Shrek on VHS. And he would open, it was either you were always a winner, but it was either you got the minivan or you got half off to Baskin and Robbins. And he would go,
Oh.
Another Baskin and Robbins. And like, I think he's still doing it. And then like I think he reached out to like Paramount or Dream, I think it's DreamWorks, and like, hey, if I find this, will you still honor the minivan? Like if I am able to find this, Shrek VHS sealed copy with the, winning thing inside, will you honor it? I think they said yes. So I don't need a minivan. I just need a follow. But
I
like,
mean,
what, like,
I was gonna say because the Panthers page actually follows a lot of the fans. They follow me. I mean,
well,
Marlins,
it's,
come
yeah,
on, like,
I don't know what's going on. So like the Marlins follow two comedians, and one of them I personally know, and I'm not going to say his name. And I was like, I asked him, I was like, yo, dude, like, and we're cool. We've performed together. He's a little bit bigger than I am. But I was like, yo, he was like, man, I was invited to throw out the first pitch, which I'm throwing out a first pitch. And then I've never thrown a baseball in my life though, so it's going to be interesting. Um, but I asked him, I was like, how did you get him to follow you? He's like, man, it's just like, my career was just, taking off, and mine is, slowly taking off too. And he's like, and they followed me. And he's like, and I had a jersey that they gave me with my last name on the back of it. And I just got to follow. And he's like, to be honest with you, he's like, I don't really like sports. I could care less about them at all. And they're
that's crazy,
following him. Yeah, they're following
right?
him. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm very upset about that. I'm gonna go. I need to. Nah, my whole thing is what I do. I try to keep it positive. Because there's another guy on he's on X, and he's got or Twitter or whatever that app's called now. Um, he has this name for himself, but he'll like sit there and publicly trash the players. Like, that's one thing I won't do. If
It's
somebody's
kind of
got a
like
bad game, yeah, like
you know who Frank the Tank is?
yeah. He has meltdowns from Barstool Sports. I love it. I love
Dude,
it.
I love it too. But like he did literally trashes every player on the team when they play
Yeah, you
bad.
can't do that. Yeah, then
Like,
the players hate you. That's it. I think wasn't he like almost banned from like City Field at the
yeah,
Mets? Yeah, you can't do that. So like, man, there's certain things like if I'm watching a Marlin game or I'm watching a Cowboy game, like I will say things out loud, but I'm not going to put it on the internet for
yeah.
somebody's. We got to remember these people they're humans. They bleed red like us. Talking about mental health and stuff like that. They had a bad day. Like, they're already getting enough of it. Maybe not Marlins players because we have no fans, but
I
you're not
bleed
going to
blue.
sit there. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
we
That's
see
just
that,
the
JP. We
that's
see
just
that,
the wrong
JP.
blue. You just you can't sit there and just trash, and like, especially like I said, the Marlins, there's not many of us. So these players are seeing this. Like my story, like I wish I could show screenshots. I have like 4 to 5 Marlin players that watch my story, whether it's regarding the Marlins or not. So like, say Otto had a bad game, and I go out there on my story and I'm like, man, Otto, I don't even know why you did that, or that was a stupid, you should have thrown it to third. Why did you throw it to blah blah blah? Like, who am I to tell you what to do, man? Like,
Yep.
it's like, or that's just
Yeah.
like, say it from your household. Like, trust me, I've called all of these guys every name in the book, and like I can hate them at moments, but deep down I love them. It's kind of like my dad. Like my dad, it's like it's
Hang
not,
on.
well, the
Therapy.
Marlins,
Therapy.
yeah,
Hey, look,
exactly.
I'm with the greatest pitcher of all time. Sandy Alcantara, on a random Thursday.
See,
Hey, look, I'm with.
that's what it's all about. You're literally like promoting the team,
And
and
look how cool that is. But like, say I went out there and Sandy, Sandy's had bad games this year. And I went out there and I said, hey, Sandy is this, Sandy's that. Is Sandy going to come up to me and like want to play around like that? No. It's going to be
No.
like, no, that's that
Not at
jerk that said something online.
you know what
So,
caught my eye is this one.
Yo, what is going on at
Oh,
day
boy.
15? We've hit day 15 of politely asking my Miami Marlins to follow me back on Instagram. I just got home from the game. We scored 8 runs. I told you I have a lot of cool stuff. Like, it's all behind me. All of my stuff is usually gifted to me. I don't purchase a lot of memorabilia. Just like the Marlin crew is unbelievable. This is my most prized possession. So remember, we scored 8 runs to Fish today. So I have the official bullpen lineup card when we played the Braves this year, and we beat them 12-0. That is the most runs in franchise history that we have ever scored at home. There are only 2 of these in existence, and I have the bullpen one. Only 2.
So I believe the Marlins have the other one. I have this one. I'm losing my voice because I screamed at the game. But I got a piece of history right here. This was given to me after that game, and then I saw this on it, and I took off immediately because I don't think it was supposed to be given to me. But I appreciate it. Go Fish. We are hot right now, man. I love this team. I love this organization. Marlins, you know what to do. You know what to do. And I would gladly give this back for a follow. Gladly give it back. Raffle it off. By the way, I have a free ticket tomorrow if anybody wants to go to the Marlins game. Let me know. Holla.
So, interesting fact about that day. That was my birthday weekend. And that was the one time.
Yeah.
The one time I go to a game to watch my
It's
Braves.
12
They get their asses kicked. So if you want to say I jinxed them, yeah, I did jinx them. So I mean, I'm kind of like, I guess, part of that lineup card, you would say.
I hate that. I hate the whole thing of the jinx thing because but that lineup card though, I feel bad because I'm not gonna name even who gave it to me, but it's a part of the staff, somebody on the staff who gave me that. And I know it was a mistake because I saw that little MLB authenticator, the little shiny thing on it. And as
Yeah.
soon as I saw that, I was like, there's something to significance with this lineup card because I've been given lineup cards before. I got one other one earlier in the season. So I was like, something is up with this for this to be authenticated. And I thought it was because it was Javier Sanoja's first Grand Slam. So I'm like, oh, maybe, they want to give it to Javi, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I'll just give it back to Javi. I don't care. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm out. And then I posted it on X. And a couple of we don't have many, but like a couple of like the beat writers were like, "Hey, how much do you want for that? Like, would you settle for like $150?" And I'm like, $150? No, like. And then I Googled, and it was the most runs scored at home is 12. We had scored 17 in like 1998 against like the Colorado Rockies. So it's the most runs scored at home. So that's why it has significance to it. There was some bartering with that where they did want it back. But just like I didn't ask for much. I asked for 2 bats. What else? A follow on Instagram. And then I never got a call back. So I have it. I would gladly give it back. Like, but I have it. But what sucks is I ruined it for a lot of fans because there's a lot of other people that sit in my section. They'll ask for the lineup card. And the guy that used to give them out goes, sorry, I can no longer give out the lineup card. So I was the last one that got the lineup card.
Dang. So they probably have a target on you now.
No, he still gives me free stuff. I just no more lineup cards. But it has been cool though, man. Since I've started those videos, like I met a Marlin fan that gave me, like, I'm looking here on my wall, like I have the original opening day game day ticket, the original spring training, first ever spring training game, 1993, whole bunch of bobbleheads. The only thing I've really gotten by myself is just signed baseballs. Like I almost have the whole roster. And then I'm good friends with some prospects too. Actually going up to see Davison De Los Santos.
He's really good.
Oh, I love him. He's such a nice guy too. He gave me his gloves. He's going to give me his bat. He's awesome. And then that's where Augustine Ramirez is too. So my fiance will be up there. She's trying to get a different kind of bat from him. So
hey, yo,
she'll be there. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not keeping it PG enough, guys. But and BigCeaz, I hate when I hear that. I don't believe in jinxes. I think that is so ridiculous because we haven't brought this up yet, and I let Caesar know on it. I went viral in 2016. It was Zeke and Dak's rookie year, and I went and got this tattoo, and it's the wrong Super Bowl. So it says Super Bowl up here, champs, and it was L1, and then I double backed, and then I added another, or LI, and then I put another LI. But I claimed that we would win the Super Bowl, and it went viral. You can look it up. Like, just look up Jordan Garnett, Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl tattoo. And literally, I made the New York Post. Like, there's a New York Post article.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like I was getting.
I'll put it in my link below too for those of you that want to check it out, so that way you guys can read about it. But when you told me about that, it like I remember that year, 2016. That was supposed to be Romo's year. We
Yeah.
finally had a good defense. Zeke
Mhm.
came into the league. Zach Martin was playing unbelievable. Travis Frederick, one of the best O lines. And, preseason game, Romo gets hurt. And everything just like, oh man, Dak gets thrown into the water and does such an incredible job. And I still, to this day, think that we could have gone to the Super Bowl then because there's only one quarterback in that year ever to beat the Cowboys, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Like, it had to be him. That one throw on the sideline. Like,
I
talk about
can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait till he disappears. I hate that he's even with the Steelers. He's such a weirdo. Let him go take his like whatever he takes and go hide in a cave and never come back. He's so annoying. I was very upset about that. Like, so if you remember that season, our first loss was to JP's G-Men. It was
that was
opening
the first
game.
game. Game one.
Yep,
We
and then
all
and then we
remember.
and then we went on a run. We went on a run. We went all the way to 9-1. And then as soon as I got the tattoo, of course we lose again. So then I'm literally getting Instagram messages, Facebook messages, Twitter messages that I jinxed the team. And I was like, and at that time I was living with my grandma. So I was like, if you honestly think a 24-year-old overweight dude that just drinks Bud Light 24/7 and maybe showers twice a week jinxed America's team, like there's something wrong with you. So like that's where I was just firing back. And it was cool. I had like some celebrities. Like that was the funniest one was Mia Khalifa. I think we all know who she is.
Of course.
Mia
I don't know that
Khalifa.
fool.
Of course not. So Mia Khalifa, I don't know what I can say on here. She's an adult star actress. So she wrote and she had a tattoo that someone sent her of herself. That they got a tattoo of herself on their body. And she's like, oh my God, y'all, this is almost as bad as the dude who got the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl tattoo. So I fired back and she's like, I don't condone this type of, she used a choice words or like a choice word. So I was like, yeah, you don't condone that, but you condone, doing such and such things for money. That's all right though. So like totally just roasted her and everybody's like, whoa, the cowboy guy's got lines. So
There we
like
go.
I was just going back on everybody. It was weird, man. That was a weird moment in my life. I was on like every morning show. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. My
I,
local morning show though, they treated me like I was like 13. They're popular around here. I'm not gonna name their names. I'm just not a fan of them. They're like rip off of like Howard Stern, like ooh, like it's just annoying, like like the fake laughter and all that. But they like wanted to make a deal with me, like if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, we'll throw you a pizza party for your friends and have you on
pizza
as like
party.
a
What are we, elementary
pizza.
schoolers?
Yeah, exactly. Remember that when they would have pizza parties, everybody's like, all right, one slice, and the slice would be like that big and be like
Corporate
a
America before
pizza party.
layoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. A pizza party. I was like, but that was a weird year, man. Like that Super Bowl was in Houston that year. If they would have went, I had 2 free tickets to the Super Bowl in Houston, the Super
Yeah.
Bowl committee from Houston. I had what was it? Yeah, it was the Tonight Show had reached out if they were going to win. I was going to make an appearance on the Tonight Show. So the Cowboys kind of screwed me there. I could have,
But yet you're not superstitious.
no, I'm not superstitious at all. They needed to win, so it would have helped me financially. I'm not superstitious now. We just didn't win because we had what that year was it was Jason Garrett. We had the clapper. I couldn't stand him. Like, all right, 8-8. Let's just clap. Field goal, 8-8. Let's clap. Everything was a clap. Let's clap.
Exactly. Bill here, just make sure it's not Little Caesars. No pun intended. Hey, Little Caesars is pretty good.
Nothing wrong with those pizza bites.
No. man, that's crazy. Talk about how that moment too. You also got a lot of hate in your life. I know we talked a little bit about mental health. How did that go for you? Like, how did you deal with all the hate letters that you received? People wanted to like kill you because not being a Cowboy
Whoa.
fan. Talk about that.
You know what? It never scared me or anything like that because if you're gonna kill somebody, usually you don't talk about killing somebody, you just go do it.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So and it was like guys with like their profile pic, like it wasn't, like, it's the biggest like keyboard warriors. Like the biggest like crap talker online never has really their real profile pic. It's always like a picture of like Donald Duck or like
There's an
some
egg.
other
It's
stuff.
an egg on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
And if
So
they do
like the
have a
people.
picture of themselves, it's in their truck in the driver's seat with sunglasses.
Yes. So like I never took any of it seriously. The only time I ever got serious threats was through stand up and that was just deranged. I don't even know what to call it. Like it was like weird. It's like, how John Lennon, I'm nowhere near a John Lennon. I'm not comparing myself, but it was like weird. It was like kind of like, hey, I'm a fan of your comedy and then I just declined like not going to lunch with somebody because I didn't know the person like that. And I'm like, dude, like I don't like thank you for the support, but I don't want to go to lunch. And then he wanted to go work out together and I didn't want to work out. And then that's where that got weird, where he wasn't hiding. Like he was sending me pictures of himself, sending me my address, um, telling me he was gonna, harm me and my grandmother. That's where that got strange. And that came with stand up, not the football stuff. The football stuff, though, I get it all the time. Even with the Marlins, I get it all the time with my videos. They're like, that's so stupid. It's cheesy. I've never thought like my mantra or whatever you want to call it. It's like I'm always worried about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Same with comedy. Like comedians get very jealous, all that stuff. Like I wish my friends success, but like I'm worried about what I'm doing. I don't
Yeah.
care what, so and so's doing. Like I'm worried about me and I want to be the best that I can be. Like and I'll never sit there and hate on somebody. Like, hey, look, if they got that, like here for example, I went to high school with Vitaly ZDTV, if you guys know who that is. Um Vitaly was a famous YouTuber. I went to high school with him. He did the zombie Miami prank. That's what really launched him. And then he got locked up in the Philippines. And he would
Oh,
streak like yeah, he got locked up in the Philippines. All this stuff went bankrupt. And I used to sit there and I'd be like, man, like this guy's got no talent. I have talent. Like I've been doing stand up 17 years. Why is he making it and I'm not? And it just took up so much negative energy in my life where I'm just like, you know what? Like the race is long and it's only with yourself. So like, why do I care what he does? Like, you know what? Like, don't wish bad on him.
yeah.
Like, let him do what he does. Like when it's my time, it's my time. And it will be my time. Like I manifest all of that.
Yeah.
Like I know my time is coming. So
Yeah. And
and so
also just some advice here. Just stay confident in yourself. Just worry about
yeah.
what you got to do, and things will happen. Things will be put in their place, and you just talking to you on here for like a few weeks now, maybe a week and a half. You're a genuine guy. You're funny as hell, and
Thanks,
usually
Steve.
good things come to good people that work hard. And I can see you're busting your butt, and you're grinding, and eventually it'll definitely come to you.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like I am willing. I think I posted something on my Instagram. I have comedians reach out and they're like, "Man, how are you able to accomplish like the things you've accomplished?" It's because I'm willing to do what others don't want to do. Like I
Yeah.
just came back from Winter Haven, Florida. I had to sleep in a car and I had to pack peanut butter and jellies because that's all I could afford to eat to make it. But I got on stage, even though it was Winter Haven, Florida, it was smaller, that you get your name out there and then you get invited back from a club, instead of featuring, you're headlining, you're the main guy the next time. So, the sacrifice is worth it. And
Mhm.
that's why I've gotten, as far as I've gotten because I put the work in, like you said, and I grind and, somebody might, I won't, I do 90% or even more of what people would be like, hell no, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. And I am
Right?
crazy, maybe, but
I was gonna
maybe
say.
craziness makes it. You got to
I
be
mean,
crazy.
You have to, and you also got to be brave and bold and not give a crap about what other people think. And it kind of goes to what I do on social media. We talked about it earlier on the show.
With you taking your shirt off.
Yeah, so people, are. I mean,
I saw that. I loved it, C's. That was great.
I think I have a pretty sexy chest. I mean,
It was nice. There's some pimples on your chest I checked out, but I got some matching ones. I think. Hold on,
I love them wheels.
I got some matching.
All
Get some
family
matching
show.
sits right
Family
there.
show.
But,
Show me your belly button.
the things that we
Show your
do.
belly button.
I love it. The things that we do, like other people aren't doing it. Like I'm trying. I'm a big sports fan, and I'm passionate about my teams. And when I'm all in, I'm 100% all in. I don't care what everybody says. I get messages. Oh, look, it's the Gremlin. Oh, this guy has no neck. Oh shit, look, it's Jabba the Hutt. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I mean,
And the funniest thing about it is the people that say that stuff, they'll never say it to your face because they got no, and they're miserable within. If you have to do that, you're miserable within yourself. You know what I mean? So like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, because their football team has a 1 in 30 plus years.
Oh God.
all right, Jordan. We're gonna have to take this to a different venue here.
Let me.
Because okay.
Let me.
Let's
Look,
hear it, JP.
as a Giants fan, it pains me to say it. The Cowboys assemble a masterpiece every September. While we punt after every 3 downs, you guys are building a roster that seems like a cheat code. Their defense is loaded with mutants who ruin quarterbacks, and their defense is a high-octane machine putting up video game numbers behind a wall of an offensive line. By November, you're hanging 45 points in prime time. Looking completely destined to coast through January and bring a Lombardi trophy back to Jerry World. It is really a beautiful spectacle. Because as impressive as that squad looks on paper, nothing on earth brings me more pure joy than watching that entire $3 billion circus completely implode at home in the wild card round while Jerry Jones stares from his suite while he's watching his bank account evaporate. See you in September.
All right, that I just made me sick to my stomach because you wasted like 15 minutes of your life writing that out. You could tell it was like you were like meeting like city council, like we need this road fix on 6th Street. These potholes have been enough.
The times we lose to the Cowboys never mattered because we got the Lombardi trophy.
Yeah, but that defense, not by Eli Manning.
And they hate, it's always been defense that carried that guy.
Tell Manningham that. Tell
Mario Manningham and Plexico. I shot myself in the leg. Burris, like that's come on, like, David Tyree that was cut the next year. It's like everybody, has every squirrel eventually gets a nut. That was amazing what you did.
I got my nut.
I have 2 nuts. And
I got nuts too in 07 and 11.
And we have 5 of them. It doesn't matter if we didn't get to witness them. They hate saying that. But if the world
ends 30 years,
if the world, oh no, yeah, of course, it sucks. But if the world ended today, the Giants are still playing catch up to the Cowboys. They are. And Eli Manning is not elite. He's not an elite quarterback. He'll go down as a Tom Brady slayer, I guess. But what did he finish with, a 500 record? Like, he's not the best Manning brother. He's not.
Tom Brady will be remembered for muffing a field goal.
You mean Tony Romo?
Oh, you can't even get the name right. If you're gonna pitch, I know.
Go back to your script. But no, I will say this. It is very disappointing that we can't get it done. I do blame a lot of it.
Tony Dungy was terrible.
On Jerry Jones. I blame a lot of it on Jerry Jones. I think he wants way too much control over that team. It's turning into an Al Davis situation, where it's like towards the end where Al Davis is just old as like
But he was just making decisions as
All right,
like,
this isn't
Yeah.
Cowboys therapy. This is just you suck. That's all.
No, not at
No.
all. Like you guys lost half your fan base because Jackson Dart and introduced Trump. Everybody was like, oh my God, we can't. A rookie quarterback. Oh my God. So cares. Like I couldn't believe that Giants fans were like, oh, Jackson Dart. Shut up. It's sports. Who cares? I don't care what they do. Well,
No, especially in football. I will say this: in football, you're rooting for laundry. You're not rooting for.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like, who cares what this guy, who he votes
I mean, it
for,
could
whatever.
still
It's a
suck. It could still suck, but like you're rooting for laundry at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was stupid. What was I going
and
to
I
say?
actually, I do like Jackson Dart. I think he's.
I think Dart's. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
And
who
I really.
Just got to
And
avoid
this
the
me being
Tua
a-
stuff.
Me being a Cowboy fan too, I really wanted the Cowboys to draft him, and when you guys drafted him, not Dart, Scatterbo, or Boo, whatever,
Yeah.
it's Cam Scatterbo. But I just don't think he lasts long in the NFL. I just the way he runs, I don't think he lasts long. And then I don't know, he looks healthy though. I saw a video of him doing like they did some like home run derby or softball event. And he did a backflip and he landed, but that ankle was
it
dangling.
was good. And
I was
but the
looking
thing
in a different direction.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, but you know what? I think if I'm a Giants fan, I'm more worried about your receiver,
Neighbors,
because he was at the home run derby and he ran off the batting area and he stopped running. That kind of concerned me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I think he had the worst of the injuries between him and Scatterbo, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
an
whatever.
ACL is hard to come back from. It really is, especially as a receiver. Like, look what happened to Trayvon Diggs. Like,
Yep.
everybody was
Michael
like, "Oh,
Gallup.
Diggs sucks." Yeah, exactly. Like, "Oh, Diggs sucks. Diggs sucks." No, I think the ACL ruined Diggs. It really did. After ACL, that was it. Diggs was not the same player. And some players, it's different. Like, look at Adrian Peterson. That knee was shredded, and then he came back the next year and I think won MVP. It all depends. Everybody's body's different, but let's go back to how Tony Romo is far I can't even talk.
Oh,
superior.
What? Oh, you misspoke
Superior.
too. Oh, that's a shame.
Superior. Than
That's an
Eli
easier
Manning.
word too. That's not even a name.
Superior. I don't.
No.
think I can even
We're not
spell
doing
it.
this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this
It's
because
totally
two rings-
Romo. Undrafted.
put rings.
undrafted.
Put Tony Romo's rings in a box. Put Eli's rings in a box, and tell me who has more.
Oh,
I mean-
it's Eli. It's definitely Eli.
Okay, so then we're
but-
done. We're done.
But we're talking about who's
No.
the better quarterback. We're not talking
Who's the
about
better quarterback?
Nope.
Anybody? Brad Johnson has a ring. Trent Dilfer has a ring.
Yeah.
Results are a quarterback stat. Wins
Yeah,
might
what is
not
his
be, but
results? He's
results are.
500 as a
It's a team sport.
starter.
It's a
He's
That's
a
fine.
five-
Wins
This
are
isn't
not
no-
a
as a
quarter-
starter.
wins are not a quarterback stat. Results are.
No, that's a Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson. Who's another? Sam Darnold.
Okay, Sam Darnold.
None of those
Everybody-
people won 2 Super Bowls.
Sam Darnold could win again next year, and we're not going
He
to.
was
Coulda, shoulda,
decent.
woulda.
He was decent enough to stick around and be decent. He was never. Eli Manning never had an elite year. You can't. That's why he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't go back and go, "Oh wow, there was that year that he was just lights out." No, there was many years where he led the league in interceptions. He just was never that guy.
He's a situational gamer, which is what you can say.
He is a
Not
first
about
round
Romo.
pick. He's a first round
And
pick.
you know what
one
pissed
pick,
me
by the way.
off?
And-
You
Number
know what
one
pissed
pick,
me?
by the way.
Okay. You
And
know
he
what
had
pissed
his
me?
daddy. He sat there with his daddy and he cried and went, "I don't want to go to San Diego.
Nope.
Thank
I
you.
don't want to go
There's
to
a
San Diego."
documentary that already came out. You don't. That's not true.
He's a
He-
cry.
he-
No, he's a
he didn't want
crybaby. He
to.
sat there with the bolt on his thing, and I remember his
His
grimace
dad-
with his bolt.
Frankenstein.
He has to have his dad.
I
take
hope
the
this
heat
is
for it.
cathartic for Cowboy fans.
And he
Jeez.
had to hold up. He
Getting
was
so mad about the
upset.
Giants. Oh, Giants
was-
don't matter, but man, you are so upset about the Giants right now.
No, it has nothing to do with the Giants. I'm not worried about the
Oh.
Giants because I hate Eli Manning because he's not. I don't hate Eli. Like I don't.
Because he
really
did what
don't have a
Romo could
problem
never
with Eli.
do twice.
No, his
So does this
defense
mean
did.
great? Thank you, RC. So does this mean Eli Manning is better than Marino?
No,
We're
different
not gonna say
generation.
that. It-
No,
but
different
you
generation.
can't
Exactly.
say different generation.
No,
because-
different
I-
generation.
You
No,
cannot do intergenerational stuff.
No,
Okay.
Romo
He
and,
had a good-
Romo and Eli played at the same time.
he had
Okay.
Eli got
and
more
Ro-
results than Romo, and that's
and
the
Ro-
quarterback.
Romo-
Yeah, but Romo had
Romo-
more comeback wins in Cowboy
Sis-
history.
if you look at the stats, if you're a first round pick, Romo is an undrafted free agent. Like literally, he was behind the depth chart. Like I think it was like fourth of the depth chart at one.
Okay,
at
so
one
let's make
point.
a Hallmark movie about him instead of Eli.
They should. There will be no Hallmark movie about Eli. That's why they made one on Kurt Warner.
It doesn't matter. I'll take the 2 rings.
Eli was just, he was supposed to, there was so much hype around Eli. Oh, he's better than Peyton. He's better than that. No.
There never was. There never was. He was always Peyton's little brother. That's what it was.
Oh, when he was coming out of Ole
Peyton's
Miss,
little
I
brother.
heard, wait till you see.
There was
I'll
no
never-
hype
wait till you
around
see.
Eli.
Oh, there's
It
tons.
depends.
You
There was a lot
cannot
of
say
people
that
that
because
did
there's
say
a lot of hype coming around Arch now, just with that
Yeah.
last name. And I don't know if the
Everything
kid's going to
cooled
live
off
up to
by the
it.
time that Eli won the championship, because the Giants were not even a second thought. They were a third, fourth, fifth thought. They had to win
when
on
you
the
guys-
road.
Yeah,
first
that was
year.
amazing. I'm not going to take that away from you guys. It was amazing what you guys did, knocking off the. I actually was rooting for the Giants. I will admit that I didn't want to see the Patriots go undefeated. As much as I hate the Dolphins, but I didn't want to see them go undefeated. Not at all.
Yeah.
Like that was David and Goliath. I thought that was unbelievable.
I was
That
19 during that Super Bowl. That was the coolest thing ever. It was like
I
get to go to college, and all my
yeah.
friends are gonna have to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's why
Especially
I've been
Connecticut.
it sucks because like the Cowboys haven't done anything, and I've been a Cowboy fan since the first.
You thought New
grade,
York
and-
was bad over the weekend?
Oh my god, that was bad.
Wait,
I
wait
don't-
until
I don't
every American
understand
major
that.
city when the Cowboys win.
Oh, we don't know. Texas people, we're not going to light our city on fire. There's just
No, I'm talking
don't
about
get that.
every major city in America because you're America's team.
Oh,
They're going to just
People are going like, there's going to be Cowboy fans in New York. There's going to be Cowboy fans all over the country. They're going to just smash, cab windows.
No,
I don't
it
think
won't
that's
happen.
more. I don't
Yep.
think that'll happen. in
Because you're
football.
civilized. Got it.
No,
Been so
no.
civilized over
No,
30
there's
years
just
of
not that
losing.
big-
This isn't just. I mean,
No,
there's
there's
fans like
just
that everywhere in whatever sport, except for hockey. I think hockey's more civil.
But
But
we
where
know
are
that
they-
because hockey isn't that popular. That's
where are they gonna? Yeah, no, I don't see that happening because where are they gonna all meet up? We're gonna have like a meetup. No, I don't see that happening. I just think that's crazy. Like you win a championship, that makes no sense to me. Philadelphia did it too. Like when they won their first Super Bowl, they finally got their ring. You trash your own city, and Philly. Like I performed there. I actually like Philadelphia, the city. It's an awesome place to perform, awesome place to visit, and people are actually friendly there, except when it's game day. I
Unless
just
you're
don't
Santa Claus.
Oh my god. Yeah, where are they throwing batteries at Santa Claus or snowballs? I know they threw batteries at people. They're
Yep.
insane. But
was
I
a
don't
Monday night game.
understand that. I don't understand that. Like just why are you lighting your city on fire? Your team just won.
They had
Like,
to,
you know what I
they had to
mean?
grease the streetlights.
Yeah, they were still able to pull it or like climb them. So I don't get it. I don't understand that. Like literally, I think the biggest thing I would do if the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I would get completely naked and cannonball into my dad's pool. That would
And
be it. Or I think I
and
would
what
just
would
go
your
full
fiance
dress. She's seen it all, so she'd just be like, "Oh, I can't believe I have to spend the rest of my life with this guy."
She find a Cowboys player.
No, it would be at my dad's house. She's never been to Texas. She hasn't.
Hey,
She
yo.
doesn't like football. She
Oh.
hates. She's
doesn't
not
know
that.
that.
She's not a football fan. She just likes baseball.
Okay.
So she don't like the Cowboys like I do. She don't rep them.
Okay. So, question: who do you see winning more, or winning a championship first, the Marlins or the Cowboys in the next 5 to 6 years?
This is going to sound really bad. It depends. It depends on Jerry Jones.
Oh
Harris has to die
God,
first.
it's a psyop. It's a psyop. They blocked it out. Your internet went out as soon as you started talking about death, dude.
It's got Jerry Jones has to go, man. I think that's the only thing holding us back. Who do I see in the next 5 years winning a
Clip it.
or winning a championship? It's got to be. Well, I have a bet. I have a bet right now on Hard Rock Sports that the Marlins are going to win the World Series this year. I took a futures bet, and that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I put $10 on it and pay $65,000. So I'm going to call it right now. The Marlins win the World Series this year, and the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year. Done. Mark it down, clip it.
So you actually think the Marlins are going to make the playoffs?
I absolutely do. I think we are
Okay.
hot. We're getting hot at the right time. Philly was due a
June?
win today because they were shut out. We're good. We're good. We're going to be good. Both of our World Series that I've looked into, I've done my Marlins history. We weren't even supposed to be there. This team has never, the Marlins have never even won their own division. We've never won
No.
the NLE East. We've never won it. So
It's always
we've
as a
always
wild
won as a
card.
wild card.
Yep.
Always
Yep.
as a wild card. So that I'm calling it right now. You know, we're going to get some players back, and we're going to go all the way. And then the Cowboys are going to go all the way this year. But if you interview me every year, I'm going to say the same thing every year because that's.
But I
if
thought you were a
can't-
bigger Cowboy fan, though.
Oh, I am. So if I had to pick who I want to, it's definitely the Cowboys. If I can see the Cowboys
The
win
drough's
a Super
longer.
Bowl, if I
Yeah.
could see the Cowboys win, yeah, it's way longer. Cowboys 95, Marlins 2003. So if I could see the Cowboys win, if there was a deal, somebody came up to me and
Deal
they were
or
like,
no
and
deal?
yeah, and they're like, hey, look, we're gonna let you and your dad witness the Cowboys because I really want to watch one with my dad. And I'm sorry, sees that your dad passed away,
Yeah.
and the Braves that had to be, but just know that he was there with you, man. So
Oh man,
I just
it was incredible. But yeah,
I want to watch. I've been watching them since the first grade. How old are you in the first grade? 6 years old. The Cowboys. I really want to see one with my old man, like so bad. So if somebody came to me and they said, "Hey, we're gonna give you the Cowboys are gonna win one Super Bowl within the next, like 5 years. You're gonna get to watch it with your dad, but you can never watch the Marlins again." Peace.
whoa, you might not get a follow after that.
Nah, it's all right. They can't lose more fans. They need me.
Ooh,
Not wrong.
not wrong at all. But now they going into the Marlins, they had a nice little winning streak here in June and in May, part of May and June. They're how far back from the playoff spot, and do you think they continue this run?
It's got to be. I think we're 2 back now, 2 games back out of a wild card spot. We just can't get over 500. So now we're what 36 and 37. So like the biggest hump is we can't get over 500. But we were like 7 games or 7 or 8 games back at one point. So I think we get some players back. They were talking about it on the pregame today. Griffin Conine has been sent for assignment with AAA to get that hamstring right.
So he's coming back soon.
Yeah, Yuri Perez is coming back sooner than expected. Even though Yuri hadn't been playing great this year, but we lost a bullpen game tonight. Tonight was a bullpen game, which is a bullpen game, and those are hard to win. Bullpen games are hard to win. But I still have faith that we can sneak in as a wild card. This team is like I think JP said it. We're young. We're a very young team.
Yeah.
I just think some of the decisions, I hate when, and the Cowboys do it too, and a lot of NFL teams do it. Mike McCarthy, our former coach, he was all into analytics. All of a sudden,
don't get me started on Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I can't stand this the analytical BS is stupid. So if somebody's hot,
it's awful.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So like I don't agree with pulling. They pulled Joe Mack in this game, and Joe Mack, our catcher that got bumped up. He replaced my fiance's boyfriend, Augustine Ramirez. He's been red hot. He's been red hot, and they pulled him during this game when we're losing 4-0, and they pulled him for another. You don't do that. Like I don't care what the analytics say. His bat is hot. Keep him in. Keep your best hitters in the lineup. It's easy to say from my 1-bedroom apartment that I'm about to get evicted from, but what do I know? But I just think it's stupid to do that. And just because analytics say it, you know what I mean? Chat GPT will tell me that they love me. Do they really love me? No. It's stupid. Stop going off computers. Let's go off of what we see in real life. Do you think I'm going to give the Giants some kudos. Do you think Bill Parcells ever went off analytics? No.
Or Tom
If-
Coughlin.
no.
I mean, all
Yeah.
right. So you could look at the front runner of the analytics movement in baseball in the A's with Billy Boone. Or what the hell's
Look
his
at how
name?
that
Billy-
worked out, though. They've never.
But like
I feel
they
like
made a
you could
movie.
do-
They made a movie out of it, and nothing ever happened because there, as far as the management of a game goes, there's a feel to it.
Yeah.
And like with hockey, you feel it. Like a guy's not doing well, like you just get him off the ice more. Baseball, it's why we don't see many complete games anymore, is because they hit a certain pitch count and it's like
It's ridiculous.
it's time to take him out. And it's like, well, he has a complete game through 8 innings. Well, the bullpen can get him one more inning and it's a complete game for the or it's a shutout for the whole team. It's stupid. Marlins are 2 out from the wild card, 1 game under 500,
Yeah,
by
so-
the way.
Yeah. That's what I just said that, JP. But thank you.
And I
for
think this
confirming.
happens too in the Panther community
I-
too. Like
Confirming you.
analytics.
I'm confirming you. Thank you.
Confirm. Thank you for fact checking me.
Producing.
Yeah, man. Exactly what you said. I don't just the analytics. It's stupid. I don't agree with it. And then I got to see a lot of spring training. I went to a lot of the practices, which if you are a Miami Marlin fan, I highly suggest going to spring training and going to those 9 a.m. practices. Like that's where I really made friends with a lot of the prospects and a lot of the, our stars, because it'll be literally me and maybe 2 other people there. And like the 2 other people there are just people that are just trying to get card signed so they can sell them on eBay and then they dip out. So, like the Marlins are so accessible and it's so cool. But what I noticed in spring training, we had cameras everywhere. And I'm a Marlins member. So they had a spring training day picnic, which was actually really nice what they did for everybody. Like it was a buffet, and then you got to watch the spring training game, and then you got to tour the facility, what they did. And then I had noticed the cameras and they told us what the cameras were about. And it was all about analytical stuff with the camera system and stuff. And I haven't seen analytics work one time for them unless, they're hiding something. But it's just, like they had Marcy at the leadoff spot this year at the Marlins. And, I love Marcy. He plays great defense, but he's struggling at bat this year. And then finally, you got to move that guy. Like, don't let him move confidence, but we can't start off every game with an out. And, and I saw them move him down in the lineup. And, and he's slowly gotten better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just sit there and like, well, analytics say he should be leading us off. No, shouldn't.
And I think that's why I love the Braves organization. They go for feel. Bobby Cox was known for being a player's coach. The player would be struggling for about a month and a half. And fans would get so frustrated. They're like, this guy's not going to hit. What are you keeping him in there? Bobby Cox was an icon, and God rest in peace, Bobby Cox, because he was one of the greatest managers to ever be in the game. And, he always had the confidence in the player. And I think the Braves organization continues to do that. That's why they're so good every year. They don't just use analytics. They go for feel. They get the right people and look at their farm system. They go out and they get prospects from different places. They got this guy from Canada who was drafted in the 20th round who's raking it right now and could be like comparing him better than Ronald Acuna maybe. And this guy's just just got into the minor league A system. So I totally agree with you, Jordan. It's like too many people on the analytics side, I feel, are like taken away from the feel of the game. And I feel like, you got to be able to feel the game and be able to know your players and be able to make the right moves and stuff like that. So I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah, it's the truth, man. It definitely is the truth. I just wish it would go back to the old school ways. I feel like eventually it's just going to be like, do we need a coach anymore? What is just AI going to be our head coach? Like
before we
just
get rid of coaches,
stupid.
we got to get rid of umpires. Like,
Although
already did that.
that's a
the
great
VAR
transition.
is so awesome.
I was going
love
to
it.
say, JP, let's kind of transition to that. I wanted to ask Jordan about that. How do you like the VAR on in
Oh,
the
I
game?
love it. The challenging? I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. I
Sponsored
think
by
it's
T-Mobile.
amazing. I just don't think. I love that GP. Sponsored by T-Mobile. I just like the funniest one was there was like two drunk dudes behind me at one game. They're like, "Oh, what does ABS stand for?" Like then there was this big debate. Like it's so easy. Like you have a smartphone, you could easily Google it, but they had like this big debate what it actually stood for, which was so funny to me. But I like it. I think it's great, and I think it's so funny when the umpire misses it so bad. Like, did you guys see the one like Aaron
Oh
Judge
yeah,
where he
yeah.
like
Yep.
and
Yep.
he already took up he was before he just went boom boom and then he started just taking off his gear and he was already at first base. He didn't even wait.
Nope.
I think it's great. I think it is great. I love it. I think it's great. I do because there's a lot of missed calls. I don't believe though. I think only certain batters should have the privilege to be able to challenge. Only certain batters.
And you have to manage that in the clubhouse.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
because we had one. We had one today. We had a player where, like, watching it on TV, we were like, "That was straight down the middle," and all of a sudden, and I was like, "Oh, come on!" Like, and it's early in the game. Like, no, you can't do that because,
And I
like,
think it's like the first year too. I think teams are
yeah,
getting used to it. And I think
'Cause
like
you have to be
JP said,
strategic about it.
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Because if you lose them, you lose them. So, pitchers too. I think only certain pitchers should be able to call them and only certain batters. I think the catchers, if you look it up, I think the Marlins are the most successful. We've won the most challenges. I think the Marlins are number one or number two. The Marlins are the most successful ABS winners or whatever you want to call it. Sponsored by T-Mobile or presented by T-Mobile. I think the Marlins are number one if you look it up. We've done very well. Liam Hicks is very good at it. Joe Mack is very good at it. Augustine
And
Ramirez
are
before
you
he
guys
moved
still
down was
leading
very
the
good at
league
it.
in steals as well?
I'm not sure about that.
Because I know you started
I
off the first month as the team leading in base steals. I know your head coach was a big advocate of that.
Manager.
Coming from LA. Yeah, your manager. Sorry about that. Yeah. And then he brought that in from there. And I think the first month you guys had like, I don't know, 23 steals with some
it
crazy
is
number.
Yeah, I don't know about that anymore. It's nipped us in the butt though a couple of times. But I'll tell you this, a very smart pickup that we did this offseason was getting Estori, if I'm pronouncing it right, Ruiz. Like the dude's not like an amazing he's hit some homers for us actually this year. But if this guy gets on base, you can almost guarantee every time that he's going to steal all the way to third. That's how fast he is. Like it's crazy. He is super fast. He played for the A's. We got him from the A's. It's a lot of the Marlins made a lot of bad free agent signings, but he was a good one. A lot of people Fairbanks, he gets a lot of hate. I like Fairbanks just because you're not going to have every pitcher has a bad day. Fairbanks gets a lot of hate. Chris Morel gets a ton of hate. That poor guy. The only one I really did not like, and I'm sorry to say it out loud. He's off the team, so I can say it now. Was so happy to see Paddock go. I was so happy. The
Oh,
pitcher.
wow.
Oh, it was so bad. He was so bad. You can't keep him on the team. It was just anytime he started, we knew it. Like all 13 of us Marlin fans were like in the same. We're like, all right, well, we'll enjoy the loss today. Like it was just bad. And somebody picked him up. I don't know if he's still with. I forgot who it was, but somebody picked him up like immediately. It was kind of like when we had whose kid did we have? He went to the Braves last year. You guys picked him up. Um, it was a former famous pitcher, his son. We picked him up, and then the Braves picked him up last year towards the end of the season because you guys had a whole bunch of injuries
Yeah,
last
we were a
year.
whole bunch of injuries that we just needed an arm in the bullpen to help relieve.
It was
I know who you're talking about. I just forgot his name.
Yeah, the name's slipping. It was a famous pitcher's son, and we completely. I like how when they don't say in baseball, like they don't say cut or whatever. What do they like? Out on what is it? They're
Put on a waiver.
a sign for
assignment.
designation.
Aside for designation, yeah. They DFA him.
Designated
I ju-
assignment. It's like,
designated assignment. Like I love that. Like they need to use that word. Like, imagine if you got fired from your job. Yeah, we're designating you for assignment. Where? To your house.
Unemployment.
Yeah, you're being designated for assignment. Where? Yeah, back to your house. That you won't be able to pay for anymore. But I don't know. I see the Marlins getting a lot better, but the Braves are a super team though right now. They really are.
Yeah,
You guys are just
but
firing on all cylinders.
unfortunately, they're getting a lot of. We're starting to get hit with the injuries. Spencer Strider just got put on the DL list for inflammation in his elbow. Not good after going through 2 Tommy John surgeries.
Ooh, I didn't know
Doesn't
that.
look good. He's going to be down for a month, and they're going to do another MRI. So the Braves injuries are hitting. It's a long season. That's why I said in the beginning of the year. I know we started off hot, but the good thing is they do have a lot of prospects that they can use. Before the trade deadline, they got a pretty good significant lead, and I believe they still lead 8 games over Philadelphia. Might be 7.5 now because they lost. The Marlins lost, so we were hoping for you guys to win there, but couldn't
Sorry,
help us out there. Couldn't help us out there, Jordan. But yeah,
Steve, you had to go to the Philly game to
I know,
curse him.
I know. It looks like I'm cursing the Everblades right now.
The
I'm
anti-Danhausen.
Jeez, I didn't say they were going to win. I said if they win, but I said the B word. So,
But
whatever.
yeah, I wanted to shout out Danhausen because he uncursed the Knicks, and then the Knicks won 15 out of 16 to win the championship after that.
So what did he do to uncurse them?
Somebody bought a cameo and asked him to uncurse the Knicks.
We got to do that for the Cowboys, Jordan.
No.
Well, I know how
for every cameo you buy, I will buy another one.
I know how we do it, but it's illegal, so we can't do it.
Okay, text me.
This guy's talking about death so much.
We're trying to. We don't. I'm not trying to get canceled here.
There's a way to do it, but we can't talk about it on the show. I'll thank you.
It involves Liam Neeson.
But yeah, I want to ask you because which is harder, being a Cowboy fan or just seeing the Marlins like stadium just being empty and not being supported?
Just being a Cowboys fan. This year,
Which I actually have a lot more optimism this year than I have in a long time.
Oh, good.
I have more. So I just like, you know what I mean? The Cowboys have been disappointing me for pretty much my whole life. The Marlins, they're new. So they do have my heart though. Like tonight they lost and I get pissed off and stuff, but I haven't broken things or anything with the Marlins losing yet. Like
You're on camera tonight though. So
but the Marlins, the Cowboys though, we've lost. There's been so many games.
A lot.
There's been a lot of just as like not as much as Eli's. Well, no, Eli's
a lot in January.
Yeah, our biggest issue is December and January.
Which is so weird. It's like Tony like passed that on to Dak, and it's a team sport, but it's very weird. I don't know, man. It's kind of I hate to say it, but I
Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I wish they would come out and support more and stuff like that. But it's kind of nice being at an empty game. Like it really is. Like I walk out with like 8 foul balls, game cards, lineup cards that I shouldn't have. Sit there, Sandy Alcantara walks up. So don't come to the games.
So I do have to say.
Are you chasing foul balls when they go into the stands?
No, not at all. Where my season tickets are, they're right by the ball boy. So and then it's really cool. I have a hookup with one of the bullpen catchers. So like here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Watch this.
I'm just gonna let everybody know that his season tickets cost about $37.
Yeah,
A
they're
for the
game?
cheap.
season. For the season. For the season.
So it's like cool, man. Like when we were in Tampa, he went and like snagged me this ball, their City Connect Tampa ball, even though
Nice.
like the logo is messed up, but that's cool. And then like the 305 balls, like I have a ton of 305 balls that like he'll come and give me and stuff like that. And it's just cool, man. Like they've given me a lot of stuff. Like I said, like I have not purchased much memorabilia from the Marlins. Just the Marlin crew has been just really nice and just giving me things, and even fans like I got this guy, he's probably watching, his name's George. He's just like, hey, I've been a Marlins fan since 1993. He's like,
Wow.
I have hundreds of bobbleheads. He's like, and duplicates. He's like, dude, I'll give them to you. Like they're just really nice, and Marlin fans are just super super nice.
They
um
are, and I have
yeah.
nothing against them. Like, I remember when I was 7 years old, like I had a bad experience because I tried to give them a chance, and I remember trying to go to a Mets game back when it was Pro Player Stadium, um, back at Dolphin, or it's Hard Rock Stadium now, but they the seats were empty, and we got there maybe 5 minutes before the game, and they wouldn't sell me a handicap seat. They said we have no handicap seats. I was so upset. I was pissed. We get home, we look at the TV, it's empty. There are handicap
Yeah.
seats everywhere. And I was so upset. We wrote a letter to them. We said, we're disgusted. How can you not let somebody that's in a wheelchair go watch a game? You don't have you're not full, you're not packed. They ended up comping us a suite or whatever. But I lost interest. But during that game, a little kid that's 7 years old came up to me and gave me a ball. Like, their fans are incredible. Things like that, it's why you are become a fan, right? And it's
Mhm.
all about the fans in general, making the fan experience. And also too, Make-A-Wish used to always have an event, and they used to always ask the players to come out and have signed stuff for the kids, and some players didn't want to, and sometimes the Marlins organization didn't want them to. So that's what turned me off. And then, and I just stuck to being a Braves fan because of my dad as well. So, but yeah, I feel like if it wasn't for the fans, they wouldn't have a team.
It's the truth, and sees, I don't blame you on that. So I think we shared a little bit when we were texting. So I have a buddy that was in a bad motorcycle accident, and he's paralyzed from the chest down. And before I really got into baseball, I gave me and my dad, when the XFL was first created, it was the Orlando Rage. Um, we went to like a lot of Orlando Rage games. It was cool and it was awesome. And I thought the first XFL was like the coolest thing ever. And
He
then when
hate
the
me.
XFL, yeah, he hate me. What were the other names? There was another
Las
one.
Vegas Outlaws.
Yes.
Yeah, there was other nicknames. Yeah, he ended up going to the NFL and played for like the
Yes, he
Panthers, I
did.
think so.
Yes, he did.
Yep, he hate me. So like the XFL was cool. So then when they relaunched, I think it was like not the COVID year where it got shut down short. The second one, they gave Orlando a team, and it was the Orlando Guardians.
Yep.
And I had a buddy, like my buddy who's in a wheelchair. They wouldn't sell us handicap seating, and I was just like, because I had been to games before, and like he wanted to go, and they're like, oh, we don't have handicap seating, and I'm like, they have less fans than the Marlins, so I'm like, how do you not have handicap seating? It's an XFL game.
Right.
It's
It
just
has
an
more.
open spot. It's not
This
like
is
they have a
exactly
chair
before The
there.
Rock was involved.
Yeah, it was like ridiculous. Like, how do you not have that open? Like, there's more people go to a high school football game than go to the XFL game. So that was just a big turnoff. And I stopped going to games after that. And then they made the dumbest decision ever to start. The whole goal was to keep football fans entertained. Start right after the Super Bowl. Now their opening weekend is opening day weekend for the MLB. Like, you're
Yeah,
not going to
which makes no
compete.
sense. You
Yeah, it
can't
makes zero
compete with
sense. Yeah, and I don't watch, like, you know what I mean? Like they tried to get me with season tickets this year. I guess it was the Orlando Storm of the UFL when they merged. I'm not going, no. So it's crazy. Like, it maybe if they started their season in February and get season tickets, but I go up and I'd watch a couple of games, have the season end when baseball season starts. That was the whole plan. So I don't understand that at all. Not one bit. But going back to the main point, C's, I could see how that totally turned you off because it turned me off from the Guardians of the XFL when I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Like, you can't tell me these seats aren't available because I've been to plenty of games and there's no one there. And I've seen the handicap section. It's not like you have to go through a lot of steps to open that up at all.
Exactly.
And then some ownership groups like the Marlins will actually purchase tickets for their own attendance numbers. Like they will say like if you go to a game, there's clearly like 2,000 people in the crowd, and it's like,
Yeah,
we have a ticketed attendance of 8,000,
8,000
or other,
yes,
and it's like,
no,
okay,
you
so the team just bought 6,000 tickets at $1 a ticket.
yeah, no, it's so funny that you say that, JP, because I see that all the time. They're like, oh, 10,000 in attendance, and you look around and they're like, no,
I
it's
can
maybe
count
like
on two hands how many
Yeah.
people are.
Well, it was so funny. Like I've told a lot of friends, and I've gotten a lot of friends to come out to the game. And they hadn't been to Marlins games since they were kids, and they love like my one buddy has kids, and his kids like fell in love with it. They got a ton of foul balls tossed up to him, and stuff like that. But that stadium can be so empty sometimes. I sit on the third baseline. I'm on section 26, row E. Come say hi to me, any Marlin fans. But I sit on the third baseline. But if you're sitting all the way on the first baseline and it's a team like, I don't know, just some random Midwest team or, no
Colorado.
one from the, yeah,
Brewers.
exactly. Yeah, I could literally have a conversation with you across the stadium and I wouldn't have to raise my voice that high. I could be like, hey,
that
what's
was
going
you
on,
yelling
Big
at
C's?
me.
How are you? Yes, exactly. So it
No,
can
it's
be
so true.
embarrassing.
Well,
It's embarrassing.
I'm so glad that the taxpayers paid for that stadium.
Yeah, that was
They should have never. They should have never moved.
that was the
it where they
dumbest
moved
thing.
it. They lost so many.
Oh,
They lost.
they lost
Yeah,
so
they
many
lost so
fans.
many. They lost so many fans there because their roots. They thought they were going to get the Hispanic population, and that wasn't really who their fans were. Their fans lived in Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach County. It wasn't Miami that were the really big fans of the Marlins. And the guy that I park my car. I don't pay for parking. Well, I pay the guy, but I parked my car in front of his apartment, and he loves
Abuelo.
baseball. Yeah, he loves baseball. Poppy loves baseball, and
Yep.
like he speaks like Spanglish. But I asked him, I was like, "Man, do you like? How come you never go into the game?" And it's I just call him Poppy, and he just goes, "I watch." He pretty much like had told me from what I understood, he watches the Dominican League, his own league. He doesn't
Mhm.
watch the MLB. So that was dumb to move it to that location, but I guess that was the only spot or where they could afford. But
I
not
think
everybody
they were
has.
anticipating a lot of retail coming up around that, and then there was just like one bar,
And it
that's
shut
it.
down. And then that bar, there was a bar outside and it shut down. Now they only have a bar inside the stadium. Just there's nothing like you go to other. I haven't been to the Braves Stadium, but I heard it's awesome. Like you walk up and there's just so much
if you're
stuff
a
to do.
baseball fan, you have to go to Truist Park.
Yeah.
I recommend it not just because I'm a Braves fan and I'm biased, but there's so much things to do. The Battery out there is incredible. So many restaurants, so many activity for the kids. It's truly a family oriented ballpark, and they did such an incredible job. And I feel like with the money that they use for the Marlins Park, they should have done something like that here.
Yeah. You gotta set something. Yeah, you gotta set something up outside the stadium because there's really nothing. It's built in Little Havana. It's built in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's just surrounded by apartment buildings and stuff like that.
What is Miami known for? Party life, right? Party
Yep.
life, enjoying music, like make it a Latin thing. If you're gonna try to make it where Latin people go to the games, make it a Latin theme.
They should start poaching people from Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic.
Maybe.
we gotta
Mm-hmm.
we-
Just get those players over here on the Marlins.
The Marlins
Yeah.
already did start that. We have those are my favorite players on the team. The
so much fun.
Dominican players are so friendly. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the Marlins already had like some kind of farm system set up with the Dominican League or something like that I've heard that we send out. Because a lot of our prospects, if you look at it, they're they're Dominican guys. De Los Santos that we got, no, he's not a prospect. Kevin DeFrank, he's 17 years old. He was unbelievable in spring training. Nicest guy. You would never know he was 17. But yeah,
because
we
he's
got
43.
But yeah, just like, dude, this guy is unbelievable. But yep, just straight, from the DR. And just like a nice guy, nice kid. So I don't know. The Marlins, I think, dropped the ball putting the stadium where they put it. But if you win, they will come. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people
And
I
we've
talked
seen
to
it with
older
the World Baseball Classic, right?
It's got to be. It's
everyone,
got to be more than a
everyone.
wild card. It's got to be more than a wild card in a pandemic season. You have to actually. You have to
Yep.
have a season of winning, like where
Exactly.
it feels like if you're going to a game, you expect to win. Not you know they're going to win, but if you expect them to win, that's what brings the fan base back.
And I've talked to a lot of older Marlin fans. They're like, why, like, we don't want to support this team anymore because, a lot of Marlin fans, if you go to the game, look at their jerseys. They're blank. They won't put names on the back of their jerseys. And
Yep.
they're like,
Or it's a
and
Flanagan jersey.
Yeah, I did the Flan. That's such the worst. Oh god.
I love that. I love
There's
the Flanagan's jersey.
I hate them.
Never
I
played
can't
It's
stand
awesome.
it. So, but if you go look around, you honestly don't see any names on back of jerseys, and if you do, it's players that have been traded away to the Yankees. It really are.
I was gonna
It's
say,
Jazz.
I know that a lot of my Marlins fans, they tuned off when they traded Miguel Cabrera. It was like, dude, this guy was like a superstar, the up and coming. Everybody loved him. He won a World Series with them, and then you trade him the year after. How crazy was that? And it happens, and it's unfortunate.
It's nuts, and I think that's the older Marlin fans tell me that. They're just like, hey, imagine your Cowboys winning a Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden the whole team's up for sale. Like
Trade Dak
every player,
Prescott, you trade Des
everybody's
Bryant.
gone. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what are you doing at that point? So, and we've had superstars, but we get rid of them. We develop. It's like we're a farm team for other MLB teams.
The Yankees,
Yeah, the Yankees, exactly.
especially during
Judge
during the Jeter years.
yeah.
With Stanton. I mean, Stanton got that contract from the previous ownership group, and then Jeter took over and let's send him to the Yankees.
Jeter wanted us to be the Yankees so bad. That's why we still wear. I hate like on the road now we wear the grays. Like the Marlins should not be wearing gray. I can't stand that. There's still so many things
you
that
need
stand out.
orange or you need teal. Those you need bright
That's
colors.
it. Yeah. Or like bring back this blue. We stopped wearing these. We only wear them in spring training. But we won't wear our black anymore. So like I love our City Connects. I will die on a hill saying this. We have the best City Connects in baseball, the Miami Marlins. I think
every Miami team does. Like when you
it's
have
like that Miami Vice style. It's just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those colors.
No, for sure. They're pretty cool. I like those. Now I know we've been on here for quite a while and we love it, but it is time for BigCeaz's quick hitters. These are fast questions to you, Jordan.
With football sounds, don't get alarmed here.
Hut, hike.
Oh my god! Oh, it makes me laugh so. It's
a little cheesy, but it works.
Oh my god! It's so out of nowhere. Anyway,
Jordan, I'll go first. I guess.
Right.
Favorite stadium you visited?
Favorite stadium I have visited? It has to be AT&T Stadium. It's just a masterpiece. It's a work of art.
I want to go so bad. I still haven't gone.
Oh, it's beautiful. Even if you're not a fan of the Cowboys, you have to see it. You have to see it.
Do you have a favorite athlete interview?
Favorite athlete interview?
Or
it's probably just Alcantara.
What do you mean, like an interview, like where I've spoken to them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like, me personally, or where they've been
But
interviewed?
you're
No.
talking to them. You're interviewing
Dusty
them.
Rhodes in 1970.
No, all right. So this actually happened in real life, a favorite
Yeah.
player interview. Otto Lopez was pretty cool. He walked up and he's like, "What's up, bro?" And then I was just like, and it's on my Instagram, and I was like, "I'm standing next to the best player in baseball right now, the best player." And he was like, like it was just like he's so humble, where he's like, "Oh man, come on, like stop, like just stop, but thank you, like stop." Like that was really cool. And then like I'm a touchy feely kind of guy, and I like kind of like gave him like this punch, like this fist pump, like punch on his like chest, and he was like kind of like, "Whoa, all right, like calm down, buddy." But yeah, I've had really cool interactions with Otto and Sandy, but Otto Lopez, when I was just like, I don't think he was expecting me to give him that much love and be like, "Dude, like you're the best, hands down. Like you deserve." Like the All Star voting is gonna like that will make me so upset if he does not if he's not an All Star this year. Like that, he deserves it. He's got the highest batting average in the MLB. If he's not an All Star, like it's a popularity contest, which
Well,
sucks.
yeah.
And we don't have the fan base to get him in. Like they just showed it tonight. He's fifth. He's fifth. He should be number one for a shortstop. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be that Otto Lopez. And I wouldn't call it an interview, but you know what I mean. I just told him he was the best. So
He's got
I'm
that
just trying to get him.
phobia.
There we go. Dream comedy venue.
Dream comedy venue. I've gotten to do some cool ones. I'm getting to do one in July. It's voted top 10 in the country as the Comedy Castle in Detroit. But I guess dream comedy venue, I want to perform in Madison Square Garden. As long, well, it might have been burnt down by now, but I would like to
It's
perform in
still there.
Madison
I
Square
can
Garden.
confirm.
Yeah,
All right.
you're safe. It's still there.
This is kind of a tangent. I wanted to ask, what are your feelings on the comedy venues that are kind of going towards like the comedians in the middle of the crowd instead of on a stage in front of a crowd?
Oh, where they do like the circular thing. That happens
Yes.
in arena. They do that in arenas. I'm fine with it. I've never performed like that, so it would be different, but I've done smaller arenas. It's weird. It's different for a comic. So it's the
Yeah.
laughter, like you have to be prepared for it because the first time I did it, it was very strange. So like the laughter, you hear it and then it kind of just travels and then it comes back and hits you back. It's hard to explain, but it's a very weird when like feeling when it's like a bigger crowd, like it's like a wave and then it comes back. So you're like your timing is kind of thrown off. You have to when you perform at venues like that, your timing definitely gets thrown off. You have to be ready for it.
Gotcha.
But
And
yeah, the circular thing, I don't know. I don't know how I would. I guess you got to move around a lot more. I
easier
don't know. I
for
haven't done
crowd
it.
work, I imagine.
It,
That's your
to be
thing.
honest with you, yeah, I like doing crowd work, but the best place to do crowd work is a small venue. A small
The front
venue
row.
where
All
they're
Yeah.
venues where you can kind of control the crowd, right?
yeah, like I just got back from Winter Haven. They only seats 90, and we had like the second show was sold out. The first show we only had like 34 people. Like 34 people is enough, and like you can just you can get on everybody with that
Yeah.
one. That's fun.
Yep.
But the bigger the audience, like I think the most I've ever performed for was close to 1,000. Like it's hard to do crowd work, and like I don't know how Matt Rife's doing it. And I'm not going to hate on the kid. A lot of people hate on him. My buddies that are friends with him. I've met him once. I got to work with him once years ago before he was who he was.
Oh, there's
Um,
people doing crowd work. Yeah.
I don't know how he's doing crowd work in the arenas though. I just like that's got to be difficult. You know what I mean? Unless, but there's the jumbotron so they can see it and stuff like that. So, but
I'm
I
a
have
big
nothing
I'm a big
against
fan
crowd
of
work.
I'm a big fan of Todd Barry, and he's like one of those like masters of the crowd work. So that's why I asked the question.
Yeah, I love crowd work. A lot of comics hate it, and it's funny. The comics that do hate it are usually the comics that can't do it, so that's why they hate it.
Yeah, it only makes sense, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. Most underrated sports movie.
Most underrated sports movie.
And why is it Airbud?
Dude, Airbud was awesome, and then I found out like that dog died like a month after it shot. I
But
don't
at least
know
there
if you
was only
mix.
one dog. It wasn't
And then
Milo
they
and
came.
Otis where they were just going through dogs and cats to finish the end of the movie.
And then
That
they
is
kept,
true.
but they kept coming up with Air 2, Airbud 3. There's so many Airbuds. Most
Yeah,
underrated
yeah.
sports movie. I'm trying to, man, they're all classics though, like that I can think of. Most underrated sports movie. Let me think. That's a hard one.
Golden
Underrated
Receiver,
sports movie. No, you know what? It's a boxing movie,
World Pup,
and it's with
Airbud Spikes Back.
Austin. No, what's his name? Miles Teller. Miles. Am I getting the actor's name right?
Yeah, Miles
Miles.
Teller.
Yeah, it's Bleed for this. It's a boxing movie. Bleed
Okay.
for this, and it's a true story. You got to check it out.
I
He
haven't
gets
seen
in a
that.
bad he gets in a bad accident. It's a true story. It's based off of a real boxer. He breaks things in his neck and stuff like that. They tell him he'll never walk again. They'll tell him he never boxes again. I don't want to spoil the movie. Watch it. It's based on a true story. Bleed for this.
Yeah, don't
Awesome.
spoil Spooky Buddies for us.
JP?
Yeah. So what is the I guess 1A of sports rivalry? The two teams that
The
you
one
consider the peak of the mountain.
two teams like the biggest sports rivalry in like
Yeah, like against
out
each
of
other. Like
uh,
is it
against
the
each other. So
Cowboys and Giants? Is it Cowboys and Commanders? Is it
no,
Yankees Red
no.
Sox?
So what I would say, my personal, it's Cowboys Philly. Um, I hate Philadelphia more than any other team. But if I think the biggest sports rivalry in the world, I think it's Yankees Red Sox.
Yeah, I would still say that, especially back when they
And now the Red Sox are they're making green their color now. It's kind of weird.
it is weird. I don't know what's going on
That's
there.
so weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like
They got
that.
that
They need to
faded
stop.
Fenway fence green.
I guess they're trying to
Yeah.
like.
I've watched
It's a
the game
lot.
at
There's a
Fenway.
lot of color clashes with what they're doing with their uniforms, and it's kind of weird.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I don't like
One
it. I don't like
one
it. I agree. I don't like it.
one athlete you'd like to have a beer with, if you
Well,
could
he's
have a
not
beer,
drinking.
now that you're not drinking, a club soda with.
Yeah, I can't drink anymore, but one athlete I would like, it went back in my party days, it would be Dennis Rodman.
That's
Fun
an excellent
fact.
answer.
Fun fact: back when the Hard Rock used to be like, they used to have passions and everything. You remember that?
Yeah.
The Hard Rock
I know what you're talking
Hotel.
about.
I met Dennis Rodman in Passions. He was the nicest guy ever, dude.
Yeah.
Like we were doing karaoke. He brought me on stage. We started singing together. I was like 13 years old. It was crazy, bro. And he's like, "I love you, man. I love you, man." He's just the nicest guy ever. But I love that answer.
Yeah, I actually met him at a house party in Boynton. It was a very rich dentist who had actually done dental work on Michael Jackson, and Dennis
Precious.
Rodman was there. Dennis Rodman was there, and he was very friendly, but he was definitely there was four ladies that were very interested in him, and he was very interested in them as well. So I didn't get to spend much time with him, but yeah, just after watching The Last Dance, like that's how I was. That's how my partying was. So it'd be cool to, if I could go back in time, I definitely want to party with Dennis Rodman.
The fourth Airbud movie was called Spikes Back.
Okay.
So bad. Thank you, JP. Yeah, Airbud started playing soccer, a whole bunch of
Airbud
like,
Spikes
too much.
Back. That's a volleyball movie.
Right?
It's so bad.
Oh gosh. Last one, JP.
Give me one comedian that you would love to open for.
Everybody's gonna hate this answer, but how he made it was really cool, and it was out of the norm. It would be Dane Cook.
I love your answer.
Yeah, a lot of people hate on Dane Cook, but how Dane Cook became famous is, and I do it too. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Sounded like a Backstreet Boys song going there. Yeah, I don't care who you are, where you're from,
The
as long
alien
as you
bit.
love me. Yeah. So Dane Dane gets a lot of hate, but what Dane did was he was the king of MySpace. At one point, he had the most friends on MySpace because what he would do all night long
Oh,
is he would stay up and he would just write back to fans. So anytime I get somebody that writes to me and say, "Hey, you did a great job tonight," or "Blah blah blah, you did this tonight," like I will never ignore a message. I will never, even if it's a hate message, I won't ignore it. I will respond back to you no matter what. I will eventually get. It's not like my inbox is flooded, anyways, but like athletes need to realize, comedians need to realize it's the fans who really make you. So like that you got to always write back. So it would be Dan Cook because he kind of changed the game with the internet and stuff like that. Like MySpace really, he used the internet to help him, and it was really cool how he was able to do that. And I still think he was funny. I think he's funny. A lot of people don't like him, and I think a lot of that comes with jealousy. You know, when all of a sudden your comedy albums going platinum and stuff like that. Not a lot of comics get to do that, but it'd be Dane Cook.
here's a nice little comment from our boy RC Panther community. There are a few things I enjoy more than making people smile or laugh, but I've never been brave enough to be a comedian. Thank you for what you do, Jordan, and best of luck going forward. That's
Thank
awesome.
you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
And the fifth Airbud movie was called Seventh Inning Fetch.
Oh my god, that's so bad. So bad. You're not making things up either. I can tell you're not.
No, that's
so bad.
I'm entrenched in the lore, dude.
Dude, you guys got to
Yeah,
check. Did you guys know that there's more than 3 Home Alones? So
Yeah.
remember the
I
two
never-
Macaulay Culkin?
After those two,
Yeah.
I never watched them again.
So there's the 2 Macaulay Culkin, and then they had the other kid. I've only seen the 3, but there's like 8 Home Alones. Like you have
Right?
to
Yeah.
dive into that rabbit
Oh.
hole.
And there's also, like, I was growing up in the 90s, American Pie. There's more than just American Pie and American Wedding. They did like a remake on these, and I'm like, they're awful. Awful.
No, it's so bad. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I've
that's
heard
the-
about that season.
Hey, but you know what? Compared to what we have now, it's better to find that awful sequel in a Walmart like for $5 on the shelf than it is whatever they're putting out on Netflix right now, because Netflix is just taking like the algorithm and just putting like, oh yeah, this guy likes reality shows and teen movies, and oh, this guy likes Spider, so it's Spider love, everybody.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a
oh,
big-
Yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have on it. If you're looking for more on it, I don't have any more.
no,
I'm just I'm a sports guy. I used to play video games. This is a fun fact. I'll give you guys this one.
Yeah.
Legend
In
of
two-
Zelda.
In 2007, I was ranked on the leaderboards in Madden in 2007. Top 100. I was in the leaderboards.
Glory days.
I haven't played in years though.
It should be muted.
Let's go. The Everblades just tied the game. Say what now, JP? Say what now, JP? Yeah, hide that face of yours under that hat. Let's go. One
I didn't
shift,
even.
one period, one game.
Jordan isn't
That's how
paying
you do
attention
it.
to ECHL
Let's go, Blades.
finals here.
They just tied
Well,
it. They were.
All right, so
Jordan.
actually, hang on. No. So we need to talk about wrestling. So,
How
Liv
fake it
Morgan.
is.
Oh Jesus, that's a lazy argument.
I just never got into it. I couldn't.
No,
I
that's
never got
fine.
into it.
Liv Morgan is kind of just spinning her wheels until Stephanie Victoria comes back, which is all we need to know about the storyline going forward. There is so much going on in wrestling right now that is so lazy storytelling wise, and it's like the only thing that they're doing is spinning their wheels until Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is usually in June. Money in the Bank has been moved to October this year after SummerSlam. So now we have this BS Money in the Bank before the Royal Rumble, before WrestleMania. You're gonna have to cut my mic off. I'm gonna keep talking about this. Like
You got 2 minutes.
it's June is the time for Money in the Bank. You have to have something in the middle between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Money in the Bank was perfect in June, and now TKO, the people that own UFC and WWE, are ruining this because of crowd sizes, which apparently everyone is involved, and everyone is obsessed with crowd sizes now.
It's all it is now, right?
And the color of the Washington reflecting pool.
I don't have a comment on wrestling. Like that was something, not that I don't, it's not that I hate it. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it either. I actually they came to where the Panthers play. They had a wrestling thing
Yeah,
there.
SmackDown.
Yeah, and I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Like we got like front row tickets and we were able to like talk crap to like a whole bunch of it was fun. And I was back in my drinking days too, so it's way more fun to just say like whatever you wanted to these people. But I just never got into it. Like that a lot of my friends like loved wrestling, loved the Power Rangers. That was like I was never a comic
That
book
was
kid.
Whoa!
No.
Equating
cannot
wrestling
hate-
with the Power Rangers. What is happening here?
I didn't like the Power Rangers. I
That's
didn't
a
like
slight.
comic
That's
books.
a slight. That's a slight.
No, I actually had friends in school, so I didn't have to have these things. So
At least you had the Cowboys, right?
Unfortunately they didn't always have me. But no, I just wasn't a wrestling guy, and I just like
Oh,
the Power Rangers. No.
I love the
No.
Power
I had
Rangers.
had
love
friends who
wrestling.
liked wrestling, and I had friends who liked the Power Rangers. So how about that?
Yeah,
It
I
was
just
a
didn't
lonely
like
city.
either. I didn't like either. I was a Rocco's modern life kind of guy.
Oh, I love Rocco Modern Life too. So I mean, I
Yeah.
like both.
Yeah, I
Angry
just don't know.
Beavers?
I just love the Angry Beavers.
Mm.
I think my favorite cartoon of all time though is Rocco's Modern Life. I thought it was the funniest. So
My
me in the
favorite of all
windows.
time is Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay. If we go adult cartoons, favorite of all time.
I mean, it was adult, but I was like a teenager at the time. I was
Mine
like
favorite of
19.
all time. Beavis and Butthead. I
Oh,
I
what
die.
did you?
I
I
literally die
love
and then
Beavis and Butthead. Did you see that tonight?
Yeah,
The Tonight Show.
we did a whole dissection. Oh, what'd
Mhm.
she say?
What,
Who
Huh.
was that?
Jordan?
Who? No one said anything. What?
Oh, we
Was she hitting on Beavis? Like, what was happening in the background there?
What are you guys talking about? I'm confused.
we
Okay.
heard somebody in the background.
Oh, it was my dog with his chew toy. It was like a beep. You heard like a squeak. That wasn't my fiance. It was the dog.
No. I
think-
heard words.
Oh, really? I don't know. These are soundproof, so I don't know if Jasmine, did
Yeah,
you
I don't
say
think so.
something?
All right, we're in
I
a bit
can't hear
now.
what she did.
We're in a bit.
Anyways, Jordan, man, it was such a pleasure to have you, bro. Where can
Thank you.
everybody find you? Yes, the goal counted. Sorry. The goal was under review, but yeah.
9 seconds.
You can find me on Instagram at Jordan Garnett, JordanGarnett. And then you just find me on my website, jordangarnett.com. That's where I have all my tours and, my tour where you can come check me out wherever. I'm all over the country. So come see me, follow me on Instagram. And
You coming to Hartford
guys,
anytime soon?
Am I coming to Hartford? No, I'll be close though. I'll be in Long Island, New York, Governor's
only-
Comedy Club.
That's only 4 hours away. I'll get there.
I'll be in Pennsylvania. How far is that?
8 hours.
All right, so come to the Long Island one. I think
Philly's
that's as
about
close as
3.5.
I'll get.
Philly's about 3.5.
Yeah, I come to the EMOS Theater, EMOS, Pennsylvania. I'll be there.
I don't know what that is.
It's a theater. It's just named EMOS.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
thank you. I understood that part.
For
Yeah,
those of
but
you in the
it's a
chat, those of you in the chat,
It's a city. It's a city in Pennsylvania. EMOS, I guess.
I'll look it up. I'll let you know. I'll figure out what works for me.
and Jordan, next time you do it,
Good
next
talking
time
to
you
you,
have an
buddy.
event down here in Fort Lauderdale, let me know. I definitely want to come out and see you and support. And definitely let you know too when we go to a baseball game. I'm down to go to any baseball game. I love baseball. Even
Except
if
for
it's
the Marlins, weirdly enough.
Well, I mean, I'll root for them, but I'm not like a big
Are ya?
Chiefs fan. Yeah, I'll root for them.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not
My Braves buddy too. Like that's sad. He's like, you guys are so much of not a threat that I'll root for
because
you guys.
they're not like
Yeah,
the
Jordan, it would be
Phillies.
like us going to Washington D.C. and being like, you know what?
yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
you guys
Yeah.
give it a college try.
Yeah,
exactly. It's the truth.
exactly.
JP, that's perfect. Yeah, like I can't. Like I've never had an issue
Like the
with Washington. I'm
Commanders,
just like,
they've never been
ne-
a threat to us, right?
No.
yeah, I've never had an issue with them. Never, ever. There was only one time when RG3 started getting good, and then
But he
I'm
only had
actually
that one good year.
That was it. And then that I
For the
was
knee.
young. RG knee. That ruined his career. The Shanahans ruined his career. I was
Oh,
The
they
sad.
ran him
Shanahan's
into the
always
ground.
like ruined quarterbacks' career like that, right?
They ruined him. They ruined him. That kid should have not been out there.
No, it's
That
so
knee
unfortunate.
went.
And
Well,
yeah,
good thing he's taking it out on younger quarterbacks now.
that is
Yeah, I
true.
know. I hate him. He's a horrible analyst. He's not a good
Yeah,
analyst.
he's bad. Good dad, but
He's-
not a good analyst.
No, he's
No.
bad. It sounds like an Eminem song.
Well, kind of like that is so true.
He has that song.
Um,
Good. What is it? Good dad, but a terrible husband.
Good
or
dad,
something
but
like
not a
that.
bad analyst. He's a bad
Yeah,
analyst.
an analyst. Yeah.
I know
He's
we're going
horrible.
to say goodbye, but real quick, what did you think of Tony Romo's broadcasting? Like,
I love it. I think I
Wait,
love
what?
it. A
He's
lot of people hate
podcasting?
it.
Hang on, what?
No, it's broadcasting.
Oh, broadcasting.
Yeah,
Broadcasting.
broadcasting with CBS.
I
Just
thought
like
you
you
said
got-
podcasting.
just like you got me in
Jim.
the yeah. Oh, Jim. Yeah, kidding. Yeah. Here we go.
I don't know, Jim.
I think it was a lot
I thought
cooler.
the first year he was really,
Yeah.
really good. And then
'Cause he
lately
was
he's
different.
just
He's
been
different.
I feel like they're telling him to do too much. Like in the beginning, he was himself. And people loved that because he was sitting there telling people what was gonna happen, reading the field, and fans loved that. And then all of a sudden, 2
They-
years later,
They told him to stop guessing.
Yeah, well, things changed though. You know what I mean? Like he was only a year out of football, so he knew all the schemes. He had seen all
Football
these
changed.
things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Football
That's a good point.
changed, so now he's not going to. There's different coaches, there's different schemes, there's different everything. So he doesn't know these playbooks as much as he used to. Like, oh, I played them. This is what they run. Like, so it's been how many years since he's been gone? I think like 11, if not more. It's sad. Yeah, I think it's been like 11 years. So like a lot can change in over a decade. So he can't be, what were they calling him? Like they had some word-
Nostradamus.
Yeah. So he can't. You know what I mean? Time. That was good. Time has changed. So time has changed. So yeah, he needs to stop trying to call out the plays but some of them are like, they'll be like the Eagles will be in a tush push and like, oh Jim, I think they're gonna do the tush push here.
Oh man.
He's my I wouldn't I really like all the analysts. The only analyst I could not stand was John Gruden. I thought John Gruden was very annoying. I didn't
Here's
like
the
John Gruden.
guy.
Yeah, he was annoying. I didn't like John Gruden.
My
This
favorite
is
one
the
now.
Spider X web. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
annoying.
He's too much of a
He
coach.
loves that.
Yeah.
And yeah, my favorite one now is and I think JP and I said it last week is Greg Olson, and he won
Greg
an award
Olson.
this year.
He's
Absolutely.
great. He's great, man. And Brady's horrible. He got better this
He
year,
is.
but he got better this year, but he's not a good analyst.
Brady's
He's
gonna
not.
get because his skill set is so specific. I think his expirations will be way quicker than Romo's was. Like Romo had platitudes for a few years, but I think what Romo was doing was very specific to the team he was on. So at best, he's going to be able to talk about wind resistance while he's throwing, but he's going to run out of material way quicker than Romo did.
Yeah, Brady is not like, his first year was kind of like watching, like it sounded like a 5th grade math teacher talking.
It was Bambi on ice.
The worst commentator ever that I ever heard, and I hate to admit it because I love him and he's one of my favorite Cowboys, but it was Jason Witten. Was god awful
Oh, he was.
on Monday
That's why
Night
he
Football.
went
was
back
bad.
to
was
coaching.
so
That's why he went
he
to
was
coaching.
yeah, he was so bad.
Well, first he went back to the NFL.
Yeah. to the Raiders, and then we all saw that I just don't know why he went back.
Yeah,
But
don't go
he's-
in the booth, buddy.
But now he's
respect.
actually he's a tight ends coach for University of Georgia. So I could see him
Georgia.
I could see him
I could-
becoming a head coach.
I could see him joining the Cowboys staff at some point. I really could.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Jordan, man, this was a fun episode. The longest episode we had, but we had to, man.
Fun talking to you, buddy.
It was so much
Thank
fun,
you,
man.
guys.
You made it
I had
really
a
easy.
blast.
Thanks again for tuning in. And see you next time. And hopefully we can catch up soon.
Let's go. Let's go fish. Let's go Cowboys.
Let's go.